my trader and investor homies? It's your boy Kevin. Welcome to Touchdown Trades, the #1 stock market investing channel on all of YouTube. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down a Bitcoin stock that I just bought. I just loaded the boat on this Bitcoin stock in my personal stock market investing account. And in today's video, we're going to be breaking down this Bitcoin mining company that I think is undervalued. And I actually think this stock is a better investment in the short term, at least, versus investing in Bitcoin itself. Bitcoin has been on a massive run, and we have seen a drastic pullback in the last couple of weeks. And being a Bitcoin mining stock, the company we're going to be breaking down today, the stock has also pulled back pretty drastically, and I think this pullback will get bought up, and this is going to be a really good dip buy opportunity, a really good swing trade opportunity. So we're going to be breaking down this swing trade. I'll be offering my price prediction, my forecast for this Bitcoin mining stock, and tell you my exact plan for this swing trade. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications, and everybody go down there and just start clicking all the buttons and like the button. All right, guys, let's break down this company. Let's break down their business model, the fundamentals, and go over the chart. Let's talk about it. All right, guys, check out the link in the description for Webull. That's the broker that I'm using right now. It's my top broker. They're offering the Touchdown Trades community 4 free stocks valued up to $3,700 when you sign up with the link in the description. That is free money. Check it out. Also, check out the link in the description for touchdowntrades.com. Touchdown Trades University is an all-in-one swing trading, long-term investing, and options trading course. With your purchase, you also get a lifetime access to the private Discord chat where you get my buy and sell alerts in real time. There's a $50 off coupon in the description. Check it out. All right, guys, the stock we're going to be breaking down is Riot Blockchain Inc., ticker symbol RIOT. This is a Bitcoin mining company, and I just opened up a swing trade, a shorter term investment in this stock. I was buying the dip here as Bitcoin pulled back. Riot pulled off the highs from about $30 a share and down to about $18 per share, a more than 30% pullback off the highs. And my thesis on this trade we'll break down in just a second. But overall, I'm looking for this support to hold and Riot to approach those and retest those recent highs. So let's talk about why I'm getting in this trade and why I think Riot is actually a better short-term investment than Bitcoin itself. All right, guys, Riot Blockchain is focusing on Bitcoin mining, supporting the Bitcoin blockchain by participating in Bitcoin's consensus system through proof of work mining, racing to find the next block and building up the chain. So if you're not familiar with what Bitcoin mining is, it's basically just a big warehouse. Inside that warehouse, you have a bunch of different servers or computers with really high-powered graphics cards, and all those computers are doing is mining Bitcoin. And every Bitcoin they mine, they're making money on right now, especially as the price of Bitcoin goes up, they make more money. Okay, let's say it costs Riot $15,000 to mine 1 Bitcoin. That's their cost to extract 1 Bitcoin from the blockchain. Let's say Bitcoin's trading at $30,000. That's Riot's profit, that middle right there. So they're making $15K a Bitcoin, and this is just an example. We'll talk about how much it actually cost Riot to mine 1 Bitcoin. This example just shows you how it works. They make money by mining Bitcoin. It's the same as mining gold. If it cost a gold miner $1,000 an ounce to mine 1 ounce of gold, and gold is trading at $2,000 an ounce, that gold miner's profit is $1,000. That middle between the cost of gold versus the actual price of gold, and Bitcoin mining works the same exact way. So Riot's 100% dedicated Bitcoin mining operation is currently located in CoinMint LLP's Massena, New York facility, which houses developed hardware fleet consisting of 6,000 plus next generation Bitmain Ant miners. So those are really high quality Bitcoin miners. The Bitmain Ant miners are really hard to get your hands on. They also have ordered 1,000 plus more S19 miners, which were scheduled for delivery in November 2020. I believe they have already received those miners, which is huge because when Bitcoin becomes more popular, the price spikes like it has been. Bitcoin mining becomes more popular by default, making the Bitcoin mining graphics cards and computer systems harder to get your hands on. They have already placed another order for 8,000 more miners. So the more miners they can pack into that tight space, those warehouse spaces, the smaller the per Bitcoin cost will be for Riot. So the cheaper they can make it to extract one Bitcoin, the more profitable this company will be. All right, guys, so I got the Bitcoin chart pulled up here, and we can see that back in May, June, July, Bitcoin was under $10,000 per coin. It then ran all the way up, hit highs of 40K plus per Bitcoin, and we've since had a drastic pullback over the last couple of weeks, receding down to the 30K per Bitcoin area. That's why I'm taking this position into Riot Mining. So I came across this short report for Riot Mining on Seeking Alpha. The guy wrote the short report back in June 2020, and basically he was hating on Riot blockchain because he said that basically what he was saying is that the cost of Bitcoin would have to run up 100+% in order for Riot to break even. But guess what? The cost of Bitcoin ran up 300% since the guy wrote the article. So he's saying for Riot blockchain, just to break even, Bitcoin's price would have to average $19,000 per Bitcoin, which we're currently trading at $32,000 per Bitcoin. Homie also said Riot blockchain is a Bitcoin mining farm. It has no innovation or commerce, only the running of Bitcoin mining machines. Okay, what's your point, dude? What does a gold mining company do? Do they have any innovation or commerce? No, they mine gold, and if they find the gold, they make money, and if they can mine the gold cheaper than the average cost of gold, they're profitable. And the same goes for Riot Mining. If they can mine the gold cheap, if they can mine the Bitcoin cheaper than the price of Bitcoin, they make the difference. They make that middle, the price that they mine it for versus the price that it's selling for. And right now, Bitcoin is selling for way more than it cost Riot to mine one Bitcoin. He also says that if Bitcoin falls below $6,500 per Bitcoin, remember when he wrote this article, Bitcoin was trading under $10,000, then Riot would be unprofitable. So I'm not sure if he means that Bitcoin needs to be above 19,000 or 6,500 in order for Riot to be profitable, but let's make it a middle. Let's say Bitcoin has to be trading over, let's call it 15K in order for Riot to make money. They've also added since this article was written, like 9,000 plus more Bitcoin mining graphics cards or computer servers, whatever you want to call them. So I would imagine that cost per Bitcoin has gone down drastically since this June 4th article. So we'll just call it 15,000 it cost Riot to mine one Bitcoin. If that is the case, which it's looking like it is the case, it cost Riot 15,000 to mine one Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's trading at 32,000 right now, and that's on a drastic pullback. So the amount of money Riot is making per Bitcoin mined right now is $17,000. So I expect Riot's next couple earnings reports to be very tasty. I think they're going to beat earnings expectations, and I think, yes, the price of Riot is going to be tied to the price of Bitcoin. This stock is undervalued based on the margins that they're going to be producing with their Bitcoin mining operation, tied with Bitcoin on a pullback. We buy the pullback on Bitcoin, and then we look for that retest of those all-time highs, which I fully expect to see. I got the Bitcoin chart pulled up here. Bitcoin was trading at highs of 41,000, we'll call it. Pulled back, let's say 30,000. So it's pulled back like less than 15%, less than 20%. Riot has pulled back $30 area down to under $18. So Riot has pulled back almost 3-to-1 the amount of Bitcoin. So we are getting leverage when we invest in Riot versus Bitcoin. As Riot, if Bitcoin bounces back up 10%, I expect Riot to bounce up 30%. I think Riot is going to be more volatile than Bitcoin, but that has its perks and that has its downfalls. This is going to be a volatile trade. There's no doubt about it. I know this is going to be a volatile trade. I personally am invested in this Riot. I currently have 600 shares in my small account for an average price of $20.42. Currently up just a couple $100 on this trade, but we can see here I got this small account pulled up, the $1 million challenge account. We can see that over the last 12 months, the account is up over 100%. I'll be doing a separate video on this small account. You can see that we've been absolutely crushing it. So if you want to crush it with us, come join the private Discord chat. It's just a straight up line. We've been absolutely killing it. So back to the Riot trade. 600 shares at an average price of $20.42. If we pull up the chart one more time, I'll show you my exact plan on this trade. So we are long right here at $20.42. My stop loss is going to be down here at $17.45. Under that support, under that $18 area support. And we're going to be looking for Riot to test these $24 areas, these $26 areas, and these all-time highs. I'll be peeling profit on the next pop up. So just to run things back through, my thesis is Riot is extremely profitable on a per Bitcoin basis right now, and I think they're going to become more profitable as they've already ordered more Bitcoin mining graphics cards, and those are going to be extremely hard to come by right now. They have a big operation going, and I just think they're undervalued compared to the move that we've seen in Bitcoin. I think we see a pop back up towards 24. Do I want to be holding this stock long term? No, not really. Long term, I'd probably rather own Bitcoin straight up versus this Riot, because I think Bitcoin mining is something that's going to gradually decrease in value. But for a short-term swing trade, I think this is going to be a really good risk-to-reward opportunity. Every other time we've seen Bitcoin make a huge move, it has been followed by a huge pullback, like 60, 70, even 80% pullbacks after the big run-ups. However, big corporations such as Square are now getting exposure to Bitcoin, which I believe will help to reduce some of that downside risk, some of that downside volatility, because these big corporations, they're not just trading the pump, they're not just trading the FOMO run-up, they're going to hold this Bitcoin long-term, which in turn lowers the risk for downside exposure, because if you have big institutions holding, they're not going to be dumping on the next big move. I think they're going to be looking to hold this longer term and get some exposure to Bitcoin, kind of as a diversification measure. So Square's investing. Peter Thiel has invested. I think he's the PayPal dude, one of the PayPal dudes. And a lot of big names are starting to get exposure to Bitcoin, which will help to reduce that volatility. Riot also has already received 2,500 of the previously ordered S19 ant miners. So this is big because it has nearly increased their output by 50%, their hash rate by 50%, which is big. And they also have 1,500 or 1,400 more ant miners in delivery for the next couple of weeks. Big news, they're increasing their output drastically by adding these ant miners. This is what I'm talking about, guys. I'm here on the Bitmain website, and even if you want to buy the S19 ant miner for $2,000, you absolutely cannot. It is sold out, game over. Everybody is trying to get their hands on them. And yeah, people have said, oh, you could open your own Bitcoin mining operation for half the price of what Riot blockchain is market capped at right now. But that's not really true, because you're not going to be able to get your hands on the amount of equipment that you need. Sold out, sold out. The power supplies are even sold out. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. So, sure. Long term, not so much. Short term, I think this is a really good risk to reward trade. We have risk down under 1745, upside up near 24, 26. Even if you want to look for the all-time highs up near 30, I think that's a good opportunity. So that's going to wrap up this video, guys. This is a risky trade, but I think the risk to reward ratio is there. I hope you guys got something of value from this video. If you did, do me a favor and hit that like button for me. If you're not yet a subscriber, what are you waiting on? Hit that subscribe button for me. And do me a favor, check out touchdowntrades.com. Use the link in the description for Webull to open a new brokerage account and get your free stocks, your free money. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, peace.